Hey guys, Matthew here. So the rumor is going around that Apple is going to ship the iPhone 12 or this year's iPhone, I guess, with no charger and no headphones. So I just had a couple thoughts about this, so stay tuned. Okay, so first of all, we all know that the price of the iPhone is crazy. Apple has always charged a premium for their devices, which, I mean, they are well built, and so I don't mind paying that. However, other companies have started to follow in Apple's footsteps and start charging more and more and more because of that. And so I think that if they do ship without the charger and without the headphones in the box, it might make it slightly cheaper than what we are used to, which in my opinion isn't a bad thing. I would rather pay for good features and good quality versus something like a charger or a pair of lightning earbuds that aren't very good, honestly. And so I think that this would be a good thing for Apple to do. It might make people upset, but when they think about it, it's honestly a better deal, so we'll dive into that now. Okay, so let's talk about this. No charger in the box for Apple. Well, if you think about it, it's actually a good thing. One, it's taking up space in the box, and it's also charging you an extra like $14 to $20 to $30. But also, if you think about it, a lot of people who buy iPhones, especially the newest iPhones, are usually people who have been buying iPhones for a while. iPhone 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max, 10, 10s, all that stuff. And so they have these same accessories in the box, at least when they took out the headphone jack anyways. But anyways, and so if you have been using an iPhone for a while, chances are you probably have a lot of those chargers already. I mean, I know I have switched to Android for, I guess it's been 3 years now since I switched, but before then I had a ton of lightning to USB cords laying around my apartment, and I had a ton of those little 5-watt charging bricks that Apple includes in their phones packaging. So it was like, well, I don't really want this, so I would just like kind of toss it to the side and not think about it, which a lot of the e-waste that's going on is because of chargers, especially chargers that people aren't wanting to use. A lot of those are probably Apple chargers, to be honest with you. In a day and age where you've got phones that are shipping with 12-watt chargers, 18-watt chargers, 45-watt chargers, 30-watt chargers, stuff like that, Apple still, other than their highest end iPhone 11 Pro Max, still ships their phones with a 5-watt charger. Is just ridiculous. And so I think that a lot of people, including myself, if I got a 5-watt charger, I would just be like, yeah, right, and I would just toss that and use one of my other chargers that I have and just use a lightning to USB cable with that charger. So I think that Apple not including that in the box is probably a good thing, because one, it saves on e-waste, and two, a lot of people have better, faster chargers than the 5-watt measly like $14 to $15 charger that they provide in the box. So anyways, when it comes to the cord itself, I personally, like, I don't own an iPhone. I haven't owned an iPhone in a while, but I still have lightning cables throughout my apartment. I mean, granted, I'm sure some of them could probably be used for charging like my AirPod Pros here, but other than that, I don't really use it. But I still have it. So if I still have it, like, let's say someone else who's been using iPhones for years and years and years, iPads, the older generation iPads, AirPods without the wireless charging case, I mean, you bound to have a lightning to USB cable, especially if you've been buying all that stuff for years and years. Or you probably have a third-party USB cable from like Belkin or something like that. So there are always different options and different reasons, and like I'm sure you probably have some of these different accessories already at home, and so to charge customers for let's say a $15 charging brick and a $30 charging cable, I believe it is just crazy. And that you can spend that money on something else, or you can put that money towards something else like better packaging for the actual iPhone itself, or use that for, let's say if you wanted an in-display fingerprint scanner, use that $45 or whatever towards putting it into the phone rather than just accessories that no one's ever going to use. Okay, now let's talk about the headphones. So Apple provides the Lightning headphones in the box, or at least they have been, and the rumor is that they won't be providing that anymore. I personally think that those headphones are straight up garbage. Honestly, they're not very good. There's not like, I mean, they're good for audio quality when it comes to like talking to someone on the phone and the mic picking up your voice, but other than that, there's hardly any bass, anything like that. They're not a good pair of headphones. They're very cheap headphones, and I think you can get a pair of Sony's for probably a lot cheaper than the Apple ones that you buy. So yeah, it's just sad that in where Apple does so well with headphones, especially with their AirPod Pros, and even now that they've taken over Beats, they still ship the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max with the Lightning headphones. I think that they should change that anyways, and so to see them possibly ditch the Lightning headphones when you get an iPhone, at least maybe this year, is, in my opinion, not that bad of a choice. I'd rather not have that pair of headphones. I know, like, in the past, I would just kind of toss those like I did with the charging, or at least the charging brick. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't provide it in the box. And that's also another expense that you won't have to pay as a consumer, or if you do pay that, it would be towards like a better iPhone or something like that, better quality, something like that. So I don't see Apple not providing the iPhone Lightning headphones in the box. However, I wouldn't put it past them, because as you know, Apple has kind of nickeled and dimed people, especially with the headphone jack. First of all, just getting rid of that and making people have to buy an adapter for your phone, and then at least last year, not even providing the adapter and making you pay that extra $10 for the adapter in order to listen to wired headphones. With that said, now we're getting to where Bluetooth headphones are the new norm. Rarely do you see people listening to music with non-wired headphones. And Bluetooth headphones are getting cheaper and cheaper, so that technology is there to make it to where a pair of Bluetooth headphones, at least on Amazon or something, can cost just as much as a pair of Lightning headphones from Apple, and it still sounds about the same. So I personally don't think that there's an issue with getting rid of the headphones in the box as well. So it's just kind of a give or take. I can see Apple doing it for the money, making you buy those headphones, making you buy that charger, that cable, that charging brick, all that stuff. I could definitely see Apple doing it, but I think ultimately it's for a further goal that they have, which we are going to talk about now. So this brings us to another rumor that is for future iPhones. I think the iPhone 2021 is rumored to not have any ports, to be a portless iPhone. And so with the portless iPhone, there's no need for headphones or for a charging brick when you don't have a port to put the headphones and you don't have a port to put the charging cable. So in my opinion, I think that this might be Apple's way of kind of preparing customers for receiving less and less in their packaging, so in that way when they do ship the iPhone in 2021, people aren't going to be like, well, why do I not get this stuff? Why is this happening? Or on the other end, it's like, well, I have this stuff, but what do I do with it since I can't use it, kind of thing. So I think that one, it's better, it's economical, it's better for the environment for Apple to get rid of the 5-watt charging brick. I wish they would just add that 18-watt charging brick like they do with the top end spec iPhone on all their iPhones. But anyways, so one, get rid of the charging brick. That's fine. Two, getting rid of the headphones. Those are garbage, so that's fine too. And three, for the iPhone 2021, they're preparing customers for that. And so, in my opinion, I think that it would be interesting to see the reactions of people when their iPhones don't ship with these accessories in the box, but also I'm just gonna be like, okay, that's fine, I see it. So anyways, that's the rumor. Apple is going to ship the iPhone 12, iPhone 2020, whatever they want to call it, this year, possibly with no accessories, just the iPhone and the paperwork and the SIM ejection tool. We're about a couple months away from the unveiling of the iPhone 12, which means that we're about 3 months or so away from the actual release date of the iPhone 12. And so we will see if these rumors are true. I don't think Apple will make an announcement about shipping their iPhones with no accessories in their announcement for the iPhone 12. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been my iPhone 12 rumors. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I post another video. Until then, everyone, peace.